So, you have an anime for me? Yes, I do, sir, and I was thinking we call it God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. Nope, what? That's too long of a title. Our average title length is about 30.5 words. That was only 6. Doesn't matter, you just gotta shorten that thing. Okay, then we'll do Konosuba. That works. That's gonna follow this shut-in neat Kazuma, right? Sounding good so far. Then he's gonna get hit by a truck and get sent to the afterlife. Truck Kun is at it again. And when he gets there, he meets the goddess Aqua. Oh, a very aquatic goddess indeed. And she tells him that he actually died from shock from a tractor's headlights. Oh, well, that is a known danger of tractors. It's really not. And anyway, she tells him there's another world that's been taken over by the Devil King, so they're sending people there to reincarnate if they want to, or they can just go to the regular afterlife. Well, obviously he's gonna go to the afterlife, right? What? I mean, fighting an impossibly strong demon king or going to the afterlife and chilling, it's not even really a choice. So he's gonna decide to reincarnate, right? Curse that neat for making a choice that gives me a good show. And he gets to bring one superpowered item with him. Ah, I see. And he's upset that Aqua's just standing there acting like she owns the place. She's a goddess. She does literally own the place. And so he picks her to come with him. Wait, can he do that? Apparently. So against her will, Aqua and Kazuma get reincarnated in another world and end up in the adventuring town of Axel. So what's this place like? Well, they've got a guild that Kazuma and Aqua register at. So they can start like taking on quests? Not quite. They're gonna start as manual laborers. Oh, you didn't tell me it was one of those isekai. Well, wait for it, and then they're gonna take on a quest to kill a bunch of giant toads. Ribbit, ribbit, and they almost get eaten and they're covered in slime. Oh, that doesn't sound very nice at all. No, but the good news is they meet this crimson demon girl named Megami. Oh, what's she like? So she can cast great old explosive magic, right? Does she have a memorable chant? She sure does. It's explosion. Oh, I'm so excited. And then it's revealed that she can only cast that spell once a day, and she also doesn't have any interest in learning any other magic. I see, so she's just useless then. Well, maybe she is, but Kazuma lets her stick around. Why is that? Mostly because she clinged to him covered in slime in the middle of the city center. I don't get it. Oh, someday you will. And then we're gonna meet the 4th member of the party, Darkness. Oh, who's this very not light person? Well, she's a knight and she just loves to protect others. Oh, nice. Like, she really likes it. Okay. Like, she likes the pain that comes with it. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Probably. Okay, it's Mike's Fried Chicken for you, buddy. Oh, no, come on! Alright, I'll give you one chance. Let me ask you something. What's up? Who is the best girl out of this bunch? Well, I'd have to say... Explosion. 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 Megaman? You got it. Alright, you're reinstated. What happens next? The party's gonna take on a quest to purify a lake, right? Okay. Then Aqua's gonna scream purification a lot while being attacked by alligators. It's gonna be so hilarious. Well, laughing at someone in mortal danger does sound pretty funny. And then they're gonna meet this other guy who Aqua also sent to this world. And what's this guy's special power? He's got a cursed sword. Awesome. Is he gonna join their party? And then he's gonna start a duel with Kazuma, and Kazuma steals his sword and sells it. Hey, is Kazuma the hero or the villain of this story? Both or neither, whatever he feels like. That works. And so eventually this Dullahan guy is like a general in the Devil King's army is gonna come to see the town, right? Ooh, this guy sounds scary. Yeah, he is for about 5 seconds. What? Yeah, and then he's gonna start whining about someone exploding his castle every day, and the culprit turns out to be Megaman. You think she would know not to explode around an evil castle? Well, you see, sir, she thought it was abandoned. Ah, well, if the Dullahan didn't introduce himself to the neighbor, then he's got no one to blame except for himself, really, if someone broke into his house. What? At least that's the case my lawyers are gonna make. Okay, moving on, and so the Dullahan curses Darkness so that she'll die in some short amount of time or whatever. Oh no, what is she gonna do? Scream in ways that I don't really want to describe. Fair enough. And then the Dullahan is gonna send out his armies, and they only target Aqua. Why is that? The undead really like goddesses or something. It'll probably never come up again. So how do they defeat this Dullahan guy? By defeating him. That works. And so then the party takes on a quest to clear a mansion of evil spirits, and if they can do it, they can keep the mansion. Do they keep the mansion? They keep the mansion. Yeah, finally some progress. Then the moving fortress destroyer is gonna come to the town. What's this thing? It's a walking fortress. Right, but like, what does it do? Listen, sir, all you really need to know that it's a walking fortress that destroys stuff and was maybe made by someone else that Aqua sent to this world. But what if I want to know more? What if you gave me a season 2? Deal. Now how do they kill this destroyer thing? Megaman's gonna go, explosion! Classic. And Kazuma's gonna teleport the core away. Cool, I gotta say it was a pretty great season 1. Then Kazuma gets arrested because the orb was teleported into some duke's mansion. Boom, cliffhanger, give me a season 2. I already gave you a season 2. Oh yeah, I didn't think I'd get this far, so I just kind of threw in a cliffhanger at the end. Do you want to get rid of the cliffhanger? Nah, then I'd have to reprint the paper. I hear you, it's just so hard to click 2 buttons. Right. I mean, if it was 1 button, maybe, but 1.5 is kind of my limit. So what do you think? I think this has great potential. Hey, do you think we can stretch this deal to 3 seasons? Absolutely not. There's no way you will get a 3rd season out of this. So, you have a Konosuba season 2 for me? Yes, sir, I do. And you know how I left you on a giant cliffhanger to extort a season 2 out of you? Clearly, it worked. Well, we're gonna start with that very same cliffhanger, and Kazuma's gonna get interrogated. Oh no, are they gonna feed him to the wolves if he doesn't talk? Well, are they gonna make Megaman use her explosion magic on him? I'm pretty sure she already has. Oh, are they gonna turn him over to the Devil King if he doesn't comply? No, they're just gonna interrogate him like you normally would. Oh, I got so excited for like no reason. But the catch is, there's this Belle. Like Belle and Hestia. Wrong medieval fantasy. Oh yeah, Belle has white air. Sure, that's totally the only difference. Anyway, this bell's a lie detector, and they ask Kazuma if he has any affiliation with the Devil King. Well, that's a piece of cake then, because clearly he doesn't. Actually, it turns out he knows this shopkeeper Wiz, who's a general in the Devil King's army. Oh no. So he gets arrested and put on trial. No! And then Darkness is gonna vouch for him using her rich girl powers. Oh, you gotta love those. In fact, I bribed them just a few days ago to get out paying a fine for running about 90 red lights. You what? Yeah, I just waved some money in their faces and they let it all go. Did you happen to wave more money in their face than the fine was worth? Yeah, like 10 times more. Oh, wait. Yeah, so anyway, Kazuma's gonna use some super specific wording on the bell and he's gonna go free. A free Kazuma is a slightly less grumpy Kazuma, but in exchange, Darkness has to go to the creepy guy whose mansion exploded. Oh no, what's she gotta do for him? She's just gotta marry his son. We'll get back to that. Well, alright then. Then we meet Megumin's self-proclaimed rival Union. Oh, and what's this girl like? She's a wholesome girl who sees the good in people. Oh my goodness, they're gonna eat her alive. No, she's gonna obliterate the frogs that eat you alive. Not what I meant. And then they're gonna go to this dungeon that has a new secret room in it and they're flushed with cash. Yeah, but they gotta pay off all their debts so it all goes to taxes. I hate it when that happens, but even I know not to mess with the IRS. Moving on, and then Darkness is gonna get married. Nice. Until she convinces her father that she's pregnant with Kazuma's kid. She what? And he's so overjoyed that he just lets her off the hook. Why not? What's he gonna think in 9 months when there's no baby? Easy. I don't care. That works. And then we're gonna meet this guy Vanya. Oh, who's he? He's a general in the Devil King's army and he's got a bunch of explodey little minions. Explosion! Really? Come on, I had to. Anyway, Vanya takes over Darkness's body and everyone's gotta find a way to get him out of there. Ooh, that sounds painful. Yeah, it's very painful, but it's also darkness, so... Sounds you really don't want to describe? Pretty much, yeah. So how do they get him out of her body? Megumin's gonna go, explosion! Nice. And, yeah, that works. Is there a single thing that can't be solved with Megumin's explosion magic? Apparently not. So is Vanya dead? He's dead, but now he's working at Wiz's shop and he's Vanier too. That is both so stupid and so smart. Then the crew's gonna go on a vacation to a really hard to say town for some hot springs. Hot springs! Yeah, but Darkness is gonna attract some birds. What? And then Aqua's gonna unleash the undead upon them. Actually, not a large surprise. And then when we get to the town, we found that it's run by members of the Aqua's cult. The what? It's all the Aqua's followers and they're just as crazy as her. Why is Aqua a cult but Eris is a religion? The Aqua cultists are trying to get you to join the cult using every possible method imaginable and they're all just bonkers. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a cult. And so we're gonna meet this guy Hans the Slime, who's a general in the Devil King's army. Oh, Slime, so cute. Yeah, in this world though, slimes are super deadly. Why though? Because epic final fight or something, I don't know. That works. And so everyone's gotta defeat Hans, right? And do they? Indeed, they use the power of friendship and explosions. Beautiful. That's so much better than a believable explanation. So what do you think? You know, I can't believe it, but you made it sound even better than the first season. Really? Yeah, how long until season 3? Well, you know how it's 2017 right now? Well, obviously. How about 2024? What? So, you have a konosuba for me? Yes, sir, I do have another konosuba for you. Well, tell me about this new season. Well, the thing about this new season is that it's a movie. How are they gonna make a movie in a medieval fantasy world? They don't even have cameras. No, I mean, we're making a movie instead of a season 3. Why not a season 3? Because that's 2024's problem. That works. And so Union's gonna arrive at Kazuma's house and ask Kazuma to make a baby with it. So you're fired. What? It's Mike's fried chicken for you, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, if you like hot and steamy stuff so much, then why don't you try making a film while cooking chicken over a grill? You know, they beat us in total sales last year. I'm sorry, what did you say? Yeah, something about firing all the good workers and then sending them to our main competitor. Fine, you're back in, but remove the little one. There was never a baby, alright? The crew find out that Union was duped by an old schoolmate turned fiction writer. Oh, well, you should have led with that. I did lead with that. You cut me off as soon as you heard me say baby. Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there. Anyway, so Megumin finds out how their village is under attack by the Devil King's forces. Oh no, are they alright? Yeah, but we'll get to that after. Well, what does the party do? They get Wiz to teleport them. To the village! No, to a horde of lady orcs who are very interested in Kazuma. Interested how? Well, I tell you, but I don't want to get sent to Mike's fried chicken. Oh, don't worry, I definitely won't absolutely do that. Come on, tell me. Listen, all you need to know is that Kazuma is psychologically scarred in some way. Yeah, you gotta love that psychological scarring. Wait, no, that's not right. And then they arrive at the village and find out that all the Crimson Demons are just as crazy as Megumin. What? Yeah, they're like having no issue dealing with the Devil King's forces. They're just dancing while they're at it, actually. Then what is Kazuma even there for? For Mike's fried chicken's level of shenanigans. What, some more? So everyone's gonna go to Megumin's home, meet her little sister Kamiko. Aww. And her parents who promptly put everyone to sleep lock Kazuma in with Megumin so stuff can happen. What kind of parents would ever do that to their own daughter, and where can I find them? But don't worry, nothing's gonna happen on the first night. Alright, wait, what'd you say? And then on the second night, stuff's gonna happen. Oh my gosh! Kazuma freezes the window shut so she can't get away. That's just kidnapping. But then Sylvia, this general in the Devil King's army, interrupts them and Kazuma's just furious. Oh, what's she like? She's a very interesting person that I can't speak more about because this is a PG channel. Is it though? Tonight it is, and so they find out that Sylvia Sylvia's after some ancient weapon, right? And does the party find it before she does? Oh yeah, she totally manages to catch up, but then Kazuma realizes the code to get in there is an old-timey cheat command. Well, if he knows the code, then all he has to do is run and shut up. Then Sylvia's gonna say like one sweet word and Kazuma's gonna give her the code. Dang it, Kazuma, keep your sword in its sheath. But he's gonna lock her in there. I knew he could do it. I never doubted him for a second. She's eventually gonna get out though, and then she's gonna level up. In what way? Kind of like a mix of summoning the dead and me going, hey, this sounds cool, let's do that. That works. And then the team's gonna get ready to fire the mega weapon to kill Sylvia. Wait, where'd that mega weapon come from? Not important, but then Kamiko's gonna pull the trigger and take all the credit. Of course she does. And then the party's gonna head home and Megaman's gonna explode and yeah, that's it. Is that really it? Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Usually you have some vain attempt to extort another season out of me. Oh no, I don't want another season. Good, because for a second there I thought, I want a prequel. I'm sorry, what'd you say? So, you have a Konosuba for me? Yes, sir, I do. Great, so it's a long-awaited season 3? Well, you see, I was thinking about that, but I liked the idea so much that you know what I did? You made a season 3. I made a prequel instead. No! Yes, so this is a prequel following Megaman. Who wanted that in place of a season 3? Probably not many people, but we're still doing it. Why, though? Because that's not gonna fly this time. Usually I can get away with doing anything I want just by saying that magic word a few times. Nope, it's just not happening this time. What if I say it a lot more? What? Yeah, what if I spam it like a 9-year-old on a Minecraft server? There's no way that'll ever work. Because. Alright, fine, I give. Yeah, now about this prequel of mine. Is it any good? Depends on your definition of good, I suppose. What's that supposed to mean? Well, is there a lot of Megaman? Yeah, there's quite a bit, actually. That sounds pretty good. However, there's also a lot of false advertising, questionable priests, and mistreatment of animals, so, you know. Actually, that sounds great to me. Really, that sounds okay to you? Yeah, you know, it's like I always say. Something tells me you probably shouldn't say that. Where false advertising meets mistreatment of animals and questionable priests, come on down to insert studio name here. Oh my gosh. I know, right? You haven't been saying that to people, have you? Yes, I have. In fact, it's actually our new logo. Hey, so how long until my contract's up? Never. Why do you ask? Yeah, no reason. No reason at all. So tell me what happens in this Konosuba prequel. Well, pretty much Megaman's gonna meet some lady who can use explosion magic. Sounds cool. Oh yeah, it's super cool. And then from then on, Megaman's obsessed with explosions. Well, that sounded like a great prequel. What? So what do you reckon, like 24 episodes? Well, first of all, it's 12. And second of all, that was like the first 5 seconds of the first episode. But she completed her character arc. She's exactly how we find her when the original series starts. Oh yeah, well you see the thing about this story is there's just no character development at all. Cause you couldn't be bothered to give depth to a main character. You betcha. Alright, well if she's not gonna grow as a person, then what exactly is she gonna do in this? She's gonna go to the academy with Union. Oh, is that the girl who wanted to have a kid with Kazuma, but you know, didn't? Indeed, the very same. Aren't she and Megaman friends? The same way Tom and Jerry are friends. Oof. And yeah, so one day, demons are gonna attack, and Union's gonna learn intermediate magic to save Megaman. Oh, how very brave of her. Then Megaman learns advanced magic like immediately afterwards. How soon is immediately? Give or take 30 seconds? The sacrifice is sounding slightly less heroic in all honesty. And then they travel to that hot springs town from the original series. Could you maybe come up with a new location instead of reusing an old one? Nope, why you ask? Just wondering. Then Megaman's gonna meet some followers of the Axis cult. Oh yeah, those guys were crazy. And then it's revealed that Megaman's the one who gave them all their sketchy recruitment tactics. Okay, setting aside how Megaman should be put on trial for that, how did this not come up in the original? Because I hadn't written that part yet, obviously. Alright, that's how time works. Then Megaman's gonna book a carriage ride to Axel, and then she's gonna meet Arnie's. Who that? A demon who wants Megaman's cat, Chamusuke. Why does a demon want a cat? If she was a witch, it'd be a different story. Because the cat's some sort of demon lord general, apparently. Well, that seems like a major plot point that could have devastating consequences in the original series. Are you gonna explain that at all? Not really, no. And so then Megaman's gonna go, explosion! It seems like a demon's health bar would be larger than just one explosion. Apparently not. And so anyway, Megaman's gonna arrive in the town, and we're gonna see all the original cast just slightly off screen. Absolutely the best part of any prequel, hands down. And then she's gonna fight a giant. Oh, sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about that? No, not really, no. Or, and hear me out here, what if you did? Yeah, I don't think I will, actually, no. Then Megaman's gonna walk in the tavern and meet Kazuma and Aqua, and then we're in the original series, baby. Yeah, you know, I gotta tell you, I enjoyed that more than I thought I would. Good, just a few more million suckers like you, and I'll never have to make a season 3. Then I've got a legal loophole that'll force you to make me a season 3. Oh, what's that? It's called I'm Your Boss, so do it, or you're working at Mike's Fried Chicken. Actually, I hear they have nicer working conditions, and they serve food. Alright, let me try this another way. Give me a season 3, and I'll ram you with the truck so you get isekai. Sold! So, you have some new Konosuba content for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I was thinking in this one we have Kazuma do some sketchy things with some miners. Like he's gonna go mine for gold? No, like he's gonna meet a 10-year-old princess and try to get her to call him Big Brother even though she clearly doesn't want to. Security? Hey, whoa, I promise, it's not as bad as it sounds. So less or equally bad, got it. I still think I should throw you in Bermuda Triangle to be safe, though. Well, no, you see, the season's gonna start off with Kazuma finding out there's this princess who wants to hear about all of his amazing adventures. Oh, a very interesting princess. Does she have grapes in her hair? Why would she have grapes in her hair? Because all princesses have little grapes in their hair. It's a law as old as time itself. Okay, but what if we didn't put grapes in her hair? You'll be executed. Oh my gosh. So she's got grapes in her hair. A very tasty forcefully inserted hairpiece. So this princess, whose name is Iris, is gonna have dinner with Kazuma, but she doesn't believe that he was able to defeat Mitsurugi. I see, so she must not believe he was able to defeat those Demon Lord generals either. Yeah, she's pretty okay with that. So she believes he was able to kill the Demon Lord generals, but couldn't get a drop on a guy whose literally only defining trait is that he carries around a giant cursed sword. Yep, and so Darkness is like, this guy might be a scumbag who openly brags about kicking women in their ovaries, but he's also a nice guy sometimes, sort of. And that works? Yep, somehow Iris is okay with it. In fact, she's so okay with it that she's gonna kidnap Kazuma. What? Yeah, she's just gonna kinda take him against his will to the Imperial Castle and keep him there. Well, surely Kazuma must be freaking out. I mean, he's in a castle surrounded by servants who bring him food. He's loving this, isn't he? Yes, sir. In fact, he loves it so much he's gonna keep calling the butler by the wrong name. What are you talking about? He keeps calling the butler Sebastian because that's a funny reference. Seems kinda rude, honestly, considering he was a butler at one point. Not to mention he flips out whenever anyone calls him anything that isn't Kazuma. Listen, sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way away from my spine about why calling the butler by the wrong name is comedy gold. Okay, let me get off of that perfectly straight thing. And we're gonna find out that Iris has this golden necklace, right? She's a princess. She probably has 100 gold necklaces that are each for a different time of day. But you see, Kazuma's gonna realize that it's got Japanese writing on it. Oh, very interesting recognizable writing. And so, of course, he immediately reads it aloud, and he and Iris are gonna swap bodies. Yeah, and then Kazuma's gonna realize that this was a magic item that was given by someone who reincarnated in the world. Oh, and what is Kazuma gonna do about it? Well, you see, he's currently in Iris's body, so he's gonna just immediately go into the women's bath. Yeah, that checks out, honestly. But of course, he's gonna change back just before we have to break any laws. Oh, skirting on the edge of the law is lit. Indeed, and then Kazuma's gonna meet the goddess Ares again. Wait, why is he meeting with her? Did he die again? Yeah, he did have his annual death and resurrection. He's kind of like Jesus in that way. I'm just gonna move past that extremely offensive joke and ask, what does Ares want? Well, she's like, I gotta have that body-swapping treasure, so can you pretty please get it for me? Also, I'll send over one of my friends to help you. Why does she want the body-swapping treasure? Unclear, but then suddenly Chris is in Kazuma's room. Yeah, hey, who's Chris again? Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, she looks kind of like Aris, huh? I never noticed. Hey, now there's a photo of them side by side, and they look really similar, actually. Sir, I'm begging you, please stop. Hey, wait a second. Are Aris and Chris the same person? So Kazuma's gonna immediately grope Chris without her consent. Oh my, that is so shocking, and it immediately makes me forget about what I was just thinking about. Whew, that was a close one. A close what? Never mind, so Chris and Kazuma are gonna break into the castle, right? Oh, storming the Imperial capital, I imagine that's gonna be difficult. Actually, it's gonna be super simple. Barely an annoyance. Oh, really? Yeah, they're just gonna use masks to cover their faces. And how good are these masks? Essentially just really large sunglasses. I'm sorry, there's just no way that a pair of glasses is gonna make someone look like a completely different person. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, buddy, I don't know how you got in here, but I think you're in the wrong building. What? Yeah, you've got about 300 seconds to leave before I call security. Seems like a really high number of seconds. Probably, but shut up about it, person who I've never seen once in my whole life. Okay. Sir, it's just me, alright? Oh good, you're back. There was this really weird guy here a second ago, but I never moved from this exact spot. You know what? Never mind. So Chris and Kazuma are going to decide to use spells to break into the castle. And that works? Apparently so. Hey, so I was wondering, can like anyone use these spells? Yeah, I mean, they're pretty basic spells with names like lurk and enemy detection. I see. Well, in that case, why haven't more people broken in? What? I mean, they're breaking into what is presumably the most secure place in the whole country. Using level 1 spells. I mean, how do these people not get robbed like every night if their security is this terrible? Well, there is definitely for sure a simple answer to that, which is, oh no, Kazuma's groping Chris again. Oh, that lucky. I mean commendable. I mean condemnable. Just not good guy for sure. That's what I meant. And then they're gonna successfully steal the princess's body swapping treasure, but Kazuma's also got the princess's ring. Just like a regular ring. Oh, you see, this ring is like an IOU for marrying the princess. What? Yeah, just a 10-year-old princess walking around with a ring that if you manage to steal it off her person means you can legally marry her. Oh, that seems like a bad idea in so many ways. Probably, but Kazuma's gonna hold on to it. Why? So that we can reveal that Iris knows that he stole it, and she's hoping he'll redeem the IOU one day. 10! Yep, that is what 1 and 0 make. This girl is 10, and she's essentially deciding whom she's going to marry when she is 10 years away from the actual wedding at the very least. Obviously, this is set during medieval times. You can get away with anything that's questionable legally. Oh, I didn't realize this fell under medieval law. Okay, I'm suddenly okay with all of this. Yeah, and so the group's about to leave the capital, but then Megumin's kinda jealous. Oh, she is? Yeah, so she has a slap fight with Iris and is like, get your hands off my boyfriend. Oh, okay, what is this about a boyfriend? Oh yeah, so this is kinda gonna be a thing throughout the season, that we're gonna give hints that Megumin's head over heels for Kazuma, but we're also gonna give her 0 seconds of screen time to explain it. What? Yeah, like she's gonna ask Kazuma out on a date, but it turns out she really just wants to let off an explosion. Oh, cute little explosion date. And then she's gonna try and guilt him into saving Darkness by saying the man she loves would never act like this. Oh, a very manipulative statement. Oh, it absolutely is. And... that's all we have of Megumin for the season, actually. Sounds like a terrible choice. Well, you see, we're getting her out of the way to focus on more important things. Like what? Women getting forced into marriage? Oh, this can't go anywhere good. No, it won't. So pretty much we're gonna find out that Darkness is gonna marry this Altwerp guy because she owes him a tremendous amount of debt, and he's just the worst. Oh, and how is he the worst? Oh, well, you see, he's gonna try to peep on Darkness in the bath the whole one time, so... You know, he's immediately the worst person who's ever lived, even worse than that little Austrian guy. Kazuma's peeped on Darkness several times in the bath, and we've never once compared him to a little Austrian boy. But you see, Altwerp has a room specifically designed for peeping on people in the bath. Oh, you know, that is so much worse than a little Austrian man with a silly mustache. And so then Kazuma's gonna break into Darkness's family mansion to rescue her. Oh, and how's he gonna do that? By doing it. That works. And so when he meets her, she's sleeping, and he has to restrain her so she doesn't scream. She just woke up in her own room where someone is trying to forcibly remove her from said room. I feel like screaming is entirely appropriate. Well, we're still gonna play like she's the crazy one, and then Kazuma's gonna use her voice to make the guards go away. Since when can he do that? Well, since I wrote it down, right here. Well, what does Kazuma say to get the guards to back off? Well, you see, he's gonna destroy her reputation. What? Yeah, he's gonna scream things that are gonna be hard to read and near impossible to repeat. He couldn't have just been like, hey, knocked over a lamp. Apparently not, and so then Darkness is gonna kick Kazuma out, and he's gonna be like, get married, see if I care. So he's done? He's done. Wow, that's actually tremendous character growth on his part, realizing that sometimes people's problems are their own, and that him being there doesn't necessarily make the situation any better. So then Vanier's gonna show up and be like, she's paying off your debt, here's $2 billion to crash a wedding and get your girl back. How does a demon have $2 billion just lying around in petty cash? Unclear, but then Kazuma and Aqua are gonna crash the wedding, and Kazuma's gonna buy Darkness. I mean, you know. Yeah, I know. Okay, well, as long as we know that we're sending out the message to young, impressionable audiences that it's okay to buy people, then alright. And then we're gonna have Megumin and Union blow up the church for, like, no reason at all. Did these guys not coordinate their wedding crashing plans? That's like step 1 out of the playbook. Come on, guys. Apparently not. And so then this army of adventurers is gonna fight Altwerp's personal army, and the heroes are gonna get away scot-free. Did you say the adventurers are gonna fight the army? Yes. And none of them die? I mean, presumably not. Right, but I mean, statistically speaking, when swords are drawn... Okay, can you just stop ruining this happy moment? The good guys won. There's no reason to consider the fact that they may have dropped multiple bodies along the way. Kazuma just bought a person. Alright, fine, the morally compromised guys win, but I'm still gonna act like it's a happy moment in the script if you don't mind. I do mind, very much so, and I like to talk about how we can make changes to better further the story. La 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 la, listening, not listening. And so then we're gonna find out that Darkness's father is about to die, and it's gonna be kind of a sad moment, right? Alright, fine. What's he dying of then? Being the parent of a main character in a fantasy show. Oh yeah, that can be deadly. But then Aqua's gonna heal him because he was actually cursed. Are you telling me this super rich dude didn't bring anyone in who could tell the difference between a curse and a naturally occurring illness? Hey, shut up. And so then we're gonna find out that Altwerp cursed Darkness's father in order to get her to marry him. I thought the crippling debt her family incurred was why she was gonna marry him. Oh yeah! Whoops. Whoopsie. So what does Altwerp do now that his plan was foiled? Well, Vanier's gonna show up and be like, it's time to pay the piper. Okay, so like $10.50, right? Sir? I thought you said it was time to pay the piper. Yeah, but like, Piper's Pizza across the street? No, I meant it's time for Altwerp to pay the price. Yeah, medium cheese, $10.50, here you go. No, I mean that way. Actually, you know what? I will take that, yeah. Alright, great. So what happens to Altwerp? Well, he's gotta give this demon named Maxwell some despair or something. It's not really important. Why not? Because he's a Konosuba villain who got his plan foiled, so he's dead now. Off screen? Off screen. mean? A very unsatisfying conclusion to, okay villain. And so Kazuma's gonna get all his money back, and the gang's back together, and everyone's all happy again. Happiness is generally very happy. And so then everyone's gonna joke about how Darkness is technically divorced, and come up with a new nickname called Divorcedness for her that she absolutely hates, and then we're done. Divorcedness, that's funny. I'm gonna use that on my brother's ex-wife. So what do you think? I think it sounds pretty fun. I'm just a little worried about this Alterp guy being the main villain of the season. What do you mean? Well, usually we have very memorable, fan-favorite villains who are also usually generals in the Devil King's army, and Alterp he's neither of those things. Oh, yeah, that. I'm sure it's probably fine. Oh, you're probably right. Oh, you have an anime for me? Yes, sir, I do. And guess what? It's another isekai. Nope. What? Not happening. But what if? No way, Jose. Well, why not? I'm just kidding. I actually don't care. I just like saying no to things. Why you gotta do me like that? Cause it's fun. So can I actually do my thing now? Yeah, go ahead and do whatever it is I don't pay you to do. I write movies to cover up your tax evasion from the IRS. Yeah, that reminds me. We actually made a profit last quarter, so I'm gonna need you to fudge the numbers to make it look like we made a loss. Cause I feel like getting a new speedboat, of course. Well, what's wrong with your old one? Nothing at all. I just kind of wanted a second one. Don't you think it's a little suspicious that you're getting a second speedboat after reporting a loss last quarter? Not really. Why do you ask? No reason. Anyway, I got an isekai for you. Right, so what are you thinking? Hero, goddess, demon lord, elf girls? A slime, actually. What? Yeah, so this guy's gonna get stabbed and get reincarnated as a slime. A slime. Yes, sir. Like, the weakest of all creatures. Ah, well, you see, this slime is just, crazy overpowered. Why, though? Because when he was dying, he asked the universe to grant him some crazy powers, and, well, it kind of did, yeah. You're telling me in order to get crazy top-tier powers, you just have to die. That's not what I said. Hey, Ted in accounting, I'd like to try something with you later. Meet me in the parking garage around 4. Oh, please don't tell me you're gonna ram Ted with a truck. No, of course not. I'm gonna ram him with a semi-truck. It's completely different. Oh my gosh. So anyway, this guy's reincarnated as a slime. Yeah, so he ends up in this cave where he meets the dragon Valdora, who's kind of trapped there. Ooh, what's this guy like? He's actually very funny, and he makes friends with the slime. A slime and a dragon. It's like a puppy with a polar bear. And then Valdora's gonna give the slime the name Rimuru, and Rimuru's gonna eat him to release him from the cage. Can he do that? Apparently, and then Rimuru's gonna venture out and meet the goblins. Goblins, so these are like the first boss, huh? Actually, I was thinking we do something different in this series where the monsters were actually the good guys. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, well, what if I told you that some of the monsters were female? Sold! Yeah, I thought that might do it. What was that? Nothing. Anyway, then Rimuru's gonna make peace between the werewolves and the goblins, and he secures his first 2 races. How'd he manage to do that? By doing it. That works. And then he's gonna decide to give everyone names, right? Do they not have names? No, you see, in this world, giving someone a name means giving them a lot of power. Oh yeah, then for sure, name everyone. And after that, Rimuru's gonna go to this dwarven city, and he's gonna find a blacksmith for the village. Just like that. Well, there might be a slight side plot that involves a hero king of the dwarves and a trial, but that's not really important. Sounds kind of important. And then this other person from Rimuru's world, Shizu, is gonna show up at his village. What, there are other people there from the real world? Apparently so, and see, the thing about her is she's got the fire spirit Ifrit in her. Oh, of course, the flame spirit Ifrit. What's that mean, though? It means that she's just gonna go crazy. I see. And so Rimuru managed to separate the spirit from her, but she's gonna die. What? No. I thought we had a main heroine there. Well, the thing is, she's actually 90 years old, so Ifrit was actually the only thing keeping her alive. Oh, okay. And so Shizu tells Rimuru that he can eat her. Why, though? So that Rimuru can have a human form for the poster, of course. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. And then we're gonna meet these ogres, right? Oh, what are these guys like? Well, they're super strong warriors that Rimuru's gonna defeat, and he's gonna make them his general. Oh, they sound strong. Yeah, there's the heir apparent Benimaru, who's just all kinds of red. Nice. There's also an old man, a ninja, a princess, a blacksmith, and of course you cannot forget Rimuru's secretary, Shion. Why'd only 2 of those people have names? And the ogres are gonna bring word that a horde of orcs is just laying waste to everything in their path. Ah, the orcs are the bad guys! Finally, something that makes sense. And the orcs are gonna launch a campaign against the lizardmen. Oh, who are these guys? All you need to know is that they're led by this guy Gabaru, who likes to shout Gabaru a lot. Oh, that's not annoying at all. And the Rimuru are gonna step in to face the orc king, who's almost a demon lord. What do you mean, almost a demon lord? It's a long story, but pretty much there's this evil wizard Gelmond, who's trying to make a puppet demon lord, and he works for another demon lord named Clayman, who's not actually a real demon lord. I think I'm gonna stop you there, because if you say demon lord one more time, I'm gonna throw something at you, I think. Alright, well, Rimuru's gonna defeat Geld and the evil wizard Gelmond, and he's gonna make peace between the surviving orcs and the lizard men, and they're all good guys now, and they've joined the nation. Wait, is it like a nation now? Apparently so. Alright, then what's it called? Tempest. Okay, interesting name. What's the logic behind that? Well, when I worked as a temp here, I was often called a pest. Oh, that sounds terrible. You know, if that person still works here, I'll totally fire them. It was you. Ah, well, I probably had a good reason. Anyway, then the demon lord. Ah, what was that for? I warned you if you said Demon Lord again, I would throw something at you. You said, I think I'll throw something at you. There was a lot of ambiguity in that statement. Yeah, I don't think my throwing arm knows the definition of ambiguity. Okay, then the Lord of Demons, Millen, is gonna come to Tempest. Alright, looks like you avoid waking up the throwing arm, but don't get too comfy. And then Millen's gonna fight Rimuru. Oh, a Demon Lord versus Rimuru. Does he have like any chance? He's got one single chance. Okay. He's gonna force all his power into one giant fist. Yes, yes, yes. And shove Honey down her throat. What? Yeah, until she's immediately like a toddler on Halloween. What is she, just like a child or something? Kind of. She's also the oldest and strongest of Demon Lords, though. Oh my gosh. And so Rimuru's gonna show her around Tempest, and then this monster Charybdis is gonna show up. Oh, the giant mouth in the ocean from Greek mythology? Well, kind of. It's more like a floating whale monster in this canon, though. Close enough. It's still a water creature. And then Milm's gonna go, explosion! What? Sorry, wrong anime. No, she's gonna explode it, though. Like, absolutely easily. Ah, there you go. And then Rimuru's gonna enter his teaching arc. Is what? Well, he's gonna go to another kingdom and teach these kids that Shizu-san used to teach. The person who ate their teacher is gonna come back to teach the very same kids. Well, anything's gonna sound weird when you say it like that. So who's he teaching? Well, they're kids that came from the other world, like Shizu. Wait, there's a whole classroom of them? Actually, quite a lot. There's like a whole summoning ritual and everything. Well, then how come Rimuru's a slime and these people are just regular humans? Because Rimuru reincarnated and these people have actually teleported. A vaguely understandable train of thought. So anyway, these kids are gonna die if they don't get a spirit to possess them soon. Wow, usually it's the other way around. What? Usually the kids are gonna die if you don't get the spirit out of them. Usually. In this case, however, the kids just have too much power and they need like the spirit to stabilize them. Alright, well how's Rimuru gonna accomplish that? He's gonna take them through the labyrinth run by the Demon Lord Ramirus. Ow! Sorry, my arm acted on its own. You know, this story has kind of a lot to do with Lords of Demons, right? What do you mean? Well, last I checked, there are around 8 to 10 of the so-called Lords of Demons. Well, then you better learn how to dodge, I guess. Not with that not at all horrifying thought, Rimuru's gonna get spirits for each of the kids. Anything interesting happening there? Well, I mean, there's something about a spirit coming from the future. What? Don't worry, I don't even know what that's about. Do you maybe think you should know where you're going with the story before you put that in? Good one, sir. I thought you were serious there for a second. Yeah, imagine actually writing a story and knowing how it ends. Yeah, never once have I done that. And that's why you work at insert studio name here. Well, that and I can use you as body double. Yeah, wait, what? So, is there anything else in this story? I mean, like, no, not really. Great, so what are you thinking, like, 4 seasons? What? Are you telling me you didn't just give me 4 seasons worth of content? No, that was like only season 1. One season that had like 4 arcs in it. Calm down, it's not like there isn't more content available. Content is irrelevant. Why though? Because this is an isekai focused on a slime that has very little in the way of action or romance, so I doubt you'll even get a 2nd season, much less a 3rd. So, have another slime isekai for me? Yes, sir, I do. Kind of. What do you mean, kind of? Well, you see, it's not really a brand new season so much as a brand new diary. I'm sorry, did you say diary? Yeah. Okay, that settles it. Get on out of here. Say what? I knew you were gonna crack eventually. I just didn't think it would be this soon. Wait, I'm the one that's gonna crack? Oh, totally. Of the 2 people in this room, aren't you the one running a company and committing tax evasion? Oh, nice try, but I'm not gonna admit to that. Not what I meant. Either way, get out. You'll have a full non-severance package waiting for you. I know I shouldn't ask, but I gotta know. What do you mean by non-severance? It's the amount you owe us for being employed here. Okay, that's it. I have cracked nothing. I have an idea for an anime called The Slime Diaries. Oh! Well, why didn't you say so? Because the moment you heard me say diary... Anyway, so tell me about these so-called slime stories. Well, pretty much we're gonna follow Rimuru and Tempest through one regular year as season 1 takes place. Just kind of showcasing all the happy, beautiful times. I think the most unbelievable part about that is this alternate world has the same length of year as us. And we're gonna start off in spring and everyone's gonna go harvest some melon. Is that some kind of metaphor for something I don't want to hear about? No, sir, they're just gonna rip watermelons from the ground. Although Shion is gonna be doing it, so in a way. Skip. And then we have summer, right? And you know what that means. Wait, did you really? Just for you, sir, and the millions of other people who also wanted it. Let's say it on 3, alright? 1, 2, 3. Each episode! And so everyone's gonna wear a swimsuit, even Rimuru. Cool! Why'd you phrase it like that, actually? And then we're gonna have the summer festival. Oh yeah, I love those! Everyone's gonna wear Rimuru masks and eat Rimuru's food from his world. And fireworks? Oh, you betcha. My frozen heart is melting in the face of this wholesomeness. You should get that checked. What? If your heart's actually frozen, you definitely want to get that checked out. Slightly good metaphors are wasted on you. Then the Demon Lord Millen is gonna arrive. Oh yeah, I remember her. I like her. Aren't you about to throw something at me for saying Demon Lord? Nah, in the spirit of the slime stories. Diaries. I'm instituting a temporary peace between you and my throwing arm. Alright, I'll take it. So the Demon Lord Millen is gonna go around causing all kinds of demonic destruction that only a Demon Lord could cause. Of course, this peace can be broken by the very smallest of things. And she's gonna find and hide in the kotatsu. Oh, that's so cute! It's a trap though, so that once you're so comfy, you can never leave. Oh, a most vile trap. And then we've got winter. Oh, does that mean nice cozy fires? It means igloos in the shape of Rimuru. I can get behind that. And of course, Christmas. A Christian holiday is taking place in another world with entirely different systems of faith. Well, it's something that Rimuru brought over from his old life. Oh, well, in that case, Merry Christmas, everyone! And then Millam's gonna go on a hunt for Santa Claus. Oh, that is adorable. Yeah, and she's gonna catch a Santa Rimuru. You know what? It was worth it to have this show just to see that. And then comes New Year's. Shrine visits? Oh, yes. What shrines are the monsters going to go to, though? With all the different races in one place, surely they must all have their own gods. They're gonna make a Rimuru shrine. That seems wrong, but I can't think of a specific reason why. And that's a whole year in the city of monsters called Tempest. I feel so light and fuzzy inside, almost like nothing could upset me. Good, it worked. What? Now's the part where I tell you the real reason I made this, which is I've already greenlit a season 3. Okay, well that's not so bad. It's 24 episodes. Still not the worst in 8K. Oh my gosh. So, you have a second slime isekai for me? Yes, sir, I do, and I must say I'm glad to be back. I'm really not. What? I made several large wagers that kinda hinged on season 1 not making any profit. You bet against me? Yeah, pretty much. Against your own company? Oh, totally. Wait, so you would have made money either way? Yeah, tons of it. Then why are you upset? Because the slime shouldn't have worked so well. Says who? Because it's a slime isekai. Why did people decide that this was good? Maybe that's because it has a compelling story with believable characters and extensive world building. No, that's not it. You remember Shion? Oh yeah, the secretary with the... Oh. Yep. Never mind then. Yeah, what have you got for me today? Yeah, well, I think I've got something pretty good today. Really? Yeah, you're really gonna like it. Are you actually gonna start giving me proper information soon? Pretty much the first arc is like all peaceful and happy, right? Okay, nice. And Rimuru's making alliances, you know, like keeping the peace and all that. So that's gonna last for like an episode, right? Actually, like the first 9 episodes. Oh, it's quite a long time. It sure is, but it's gonna be peaceful. Okay, so a war's gonna break out, right? What? No. Really? No, there's like totally a war coming. Great, finally something interesting. Oh, who said war was heck? Sherman and, you know, everyone who's actually ever fought in one? Oh, yeah, that's a good point, actually. So this kingdom of Falmouth is upset that Tempest is stealing their trade routes. Wait, what's happening here? Well, their country's just gonna die without those trade routes. So what about this war? Well, that's coming up. How soon? Like, in the next line. Oh, okay. So the kingdom of Falmouth is gonna invade Tempest, right? This is sounding good. They're gonna cast a giant net over the city that just disables everyone's power. Alright, how are they gonna fight them? Explosion magic, katanas, 3 eyes? They're not. Wait, what? Everyone's just gonna die. Wait, no, that doesn't seem right. And it's all gonna happen, like, off screen. Wait, where was Rimuru doing where all the main characters died? Well, you see, there's this girl, Hinata, right? There's always a girl named Hinata. What? No, there isn't. Sometimes there is. Anyway, this Hinata girl was trained by Shizu. Who's that? The girl that Rimuru kinda ate. Oh yeah, that love interest turned food. And so Hinata blames Rimuru for Shizu's death, and they're gonna fight. And Rimuru's gonna mop the floor with her, right? No, he's actually gonna lose. What? Yeah, he's gonna barely just escape with his life. Excuse me, I thought he was crazy overpowered, though. Well, yes, but you see, the difficulty curve is increased. Oh yeah, that'll do it. And so then Rimuru's gonna return and say that everyone's just dead. Oh yeah, that's just not good though. And he's gonna realize that everyone's souls are still inside the magic pyramid. How does he realize such obscure things? Because that works. And so then here's a story that's totally not about the Demon Lord Millam. Why? You said that forbidden word. Are you still on that? Want to say the forbidden word again and find out? Oh, if you're still on that, that is not good. Why not? Because Rimuru's gonna decide to become a Demon Lord to save his friends. Ow! A Demon Lord, really? That is interesting. Wait, how come you can say it and I can't? Because everyone knows you can't hit yourself. Ow! That really hurt. It does, doesn't it? Okay, I see your point. How about we don't throw any more things during the meetings? Alright, sure. Wait, why just during the meeting? Anyway, Rimuru's the Demon Lord, huh? Well, first he's got to kill 20,000 soldiers of Falmouth with a special spell called Mega Ditto. Wow, that's a lot of people with actual lives. Not really, no. Most of them aren't named. Well, I mean, like, how's Rimuru gonna feel about murdering 20,000 people just to save his friends? Shion's among the dead. Kill them all! And Rimuru's gonna summon the primordial demon of black, who's gonna name Diablo. Say what? Then he saves everyone and he's now a true Demon Lord. As opposed to a fake Demon Lord. Yes, actually. What? And so we found out that the fake Demon Lord Clayman was behind all of this and he just wants to kill Rimuru. Well, why is he a fake? Because he's got like a lot of power, but he hasn't met the 20,000 death goal yet. I kinda gotcha, sort of. And then Rimuru's gonna have gained enough power to break Veldora's seal. What's that mean? It means the cast is another super strong addition. Oh, does that mean that Rimuru can fly around on a dragon? Actually, he's gonna take on a human form. Wait, why would he do that though? So we can have him like that on the poster. Sounds great. And then we're gonna learn that all the Demon Lords are gathering for an event called Walpurgis. Whoa, how many of these guys are there? There's a lot, but the important ones are Clayman. Yep, know him, don't like him. Of course, you gotta have Millam in there. Know her? Like her. That fairy one, Ramirez. Fairy with anger management issues? Got it. There's also the demon lord Leon who summoned Shizu to this world. Alright, I don't like him as well. And then there's like this primordial red demon called Guy. What's this guy like? He's red, he has maids, and he can shapeshift. Other than that, not much. I stopped listening at maids. And Rimu's gonna decide that it's wartime, baby. Oh yeah! And to avoid claiming meeting his kill goal, they're gonna meet his generals called the Five Fingers in a giant battle. Oh, who are these Five Fingers? Not important. Why not? Because Rimu's troops are gonna trounce them so fast it's not even funny. And then Rimu's gonna get a sweet new outfit. What's that like? Like a medieval mafia don. Don Rimuru! That totally sounded better in my head. And then Rimu's gonna arrive at the meeting and a showdown between Rimuru and Clayman is gonna happen. Oh, yes! And Rimu's gonna trounce him so easily, it's not even funny. Oh. I was kind of hoping for more. But you see, Clayman's not really a warrior, he's more of a puppet master, so once his army was defeated, that was kind of it, yeah. I see. And so Rimu's officially hailed as the true Demon Lord, and they call the Council of 8 Demon Lords the Octagram. Why though? Because it has the word octo in it, which means 8, and it'll look really good on Instagram. Yep. Works, I guess. And so the season's gonna end with something about Clayman having resurrected the supposedly dead Demon Lord Kazarim. The who, what? And then Leon's gonna invite Rimuru to his castle. I don't care how evil they are, as long as there's food, I'm down. And then everyone's happy because the war's over and they're all alive, and yeah, that's kind of it, yeah. Cool, and I gotta tell you, that was some top-notch storytelling. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, which is completely unacceptable. What? You've gotta tone down the quality for this next season. Ah, you said it. Season 3 is confirmed. Oh, I guess I did say that. Dang it. So it's settled. Season 3 and 8K. Whoa, we're supposed to be going down, not up. Already cashed the check. How much? You might want to check your bank account. Oh my gosh! So, you have an anime for me? Yes, sir, I do, and it's called Moonlit Fantasy. Great, so this is an isekai then. Yes, it's an absolutely amazing, totally original isekai. Really? No, but that'd be nice, wouldn't it? I feel betrayed, but I'm also kind of proud. It's a weird feeling. You should get that checked. What? Weird feelings don't generally mean good things. For instance, last night I got this really weird feeling around my... Don't say it. Hip. Turned out it was my appendix bursting. Wait, what? I just put some vapor rub on it and it was good as new. Really? Yeah, I feel absolutely nothing at all, not even my own heart beating. Okay, on an unrelated note, how well can you move right now? I can move my pinky, vision, tunneling, heartbeat, fading. Well, then I got some good news for you. Really? What's that? You're on the fast track to getting isekai yourself. Wait, really? Sure sounds like it. Well, then let's finish talking about this made-up isekai so that I can go to a real isekai. Sounds great to me, and then I'll use your body to fake my own death so I won't have to pay taxes. What? So anyway, there's this guy, Misumi Makoto, right? Let me guess, he gets hit by a truck. Nope. By a car then. Kinda the same thing. Jumps off something hot, getting colder. Gets stabbed with a knife. Polar ice caps level of cold here. Well, those are all the classic methods. What else is there? He was transported while he was asleep. Couldn't that open it up to the whole idea that this whole isekai is just kind of a dream? No, not in this case, but thanks for the idea. Wait, I didn't mean that you should actually use that as an... And so Makoto's gonna meet Tsukuyomi, the Japanese god of the moon. Ah, so that's what you meant by moonlit fantasy. Yeah, and so pretty much Makoto's gonna find out that his parents were from another world. Otherworldly parents are sweet. However, they were only able to leave that world because they promised the goddess that they would give him one of their kids. Wait, so they just kinda sold their kid off? Well, it's more like a trade offer, like, give me your kid and I'll never bother you again. Actually sounds like a decent deal. I know, right? Makoto got summoned by a goddess, so he's totally a hero, right? Well, he's supposed to be, however... Shenanigans? Complete shenanigans. Pretty much the goddess just doesn't like his face. Wow, that is, Is there any deeper meaning behind that statement? Well, I mean, she also doesn't like his voice. Wow. And so she gives him the powers to understand monsters, tells him to stay away from humans, and shoots him out of heaven. Oh my gosh, that is like the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, maybe ever. And then Tsukuyomi comes around and gives him some power called Kai. Okay, maybe there's a silver lining. And then Makoto ends up in a wasteland on the edge of the world and just wandering it for days. That sounds way more accurate, actually. Until one day he meets the orc Emma, who's gonna get offered as a sacrifice to the greater dragon Shin. Oh really? I'm guessing Makoto's gonna defeat the dragon in order to save her, right? Well, first Emma's gonna teach him how to use magic, and then he's gonna defeat the dragon to save her, yeah. Predictably awesome. But then the dragon's gonna read Makoto's mind and decide that it wants to become a samurai. What? So then it makes a contract with Makoto. We've got main heroine number 1. That seems a little weird to have a dragon as your main heroine. She's got green blue hair. Sold! Give me green blue hair! And then we're gonna find out that she's got this hidden realm called the Demiplane. Oh, you gotta love secret realms. What she got in there? Well, you see, it was just an empty space, but now it's a paradise for Makoto and all his followers to live where the goddess can't find him. Sweet, and who's gonna live in this demi-plane? Well, Makoto's gonna invite the orcs. Sounding good so far. And then the greater dwarves will just kind of stumble upon the place. Oh, well, dwarves are always fun. Yeah, but they bring the great spider of disaster. What? Yeah, it's just like a giant spider who consumes everything out of eternal hunger, and Makoto just can't defeat it. Well, what's Makoto gonna do? Get his blood sucked, of course. Huh? Well, the spider's gonna get a taste of his blood, and she's gonna like it so much that she's gonna make a contract with Makoto, and we've got main heroine number 2. Does he really need another heroine? I think the dragon's just fine on her own. I understand what you're saying, but before you make any decisions you might regret, she's got black hair and she wears a yukata. Get that girl in here right now. All too easy. What was that? Nothing. Anyway, Makoto's gonna name his heroines Tomoe and Mio. Nice, nice. Everyone's got names. They're all named and stuff. And then the people of the demi-plane are gonna denote Makoto the young master. Isn't that just a little much? Are you disrespecting the young master? No, it's a great name. No one deserves it more. So anyway, Makoto's gonna go to human town and realize that he can't speak the language. Well, what's he gonna do then? He's gonna text them. What? Yeah, he's gonna make like a little speech bubble, so like he's texting them. How can he write the text if he can't speak the language? Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. We'll say that he can read it, he just can't speak it. That works. And so then Tomoe and Mio are gonna level the town. Let that. Some random side plot about a girl who looks someone like Makoto kinda knew once. It's not really important. Sounds kind of important. Then we're gonna go to this human town, Sige, and Makoto's gonna meet this human trader guy named Rembrandt. Oh, who's this guy? I just told you, he's a trader guy. I mean, is that it? Well, Makoto's gonna free his wife and daughters from a curse by making him some ambrosia. Oh, nice. And then he's gonna get jumped by this guy Lime. Oh no, what's Makoto gonna do? He kills everyone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Death to all who defy the young master. Hold up, maybe we say this was like all a giant misunderstanding and we make this Lime guy a spy for Tomoe or something. Seems kinda random though. Is that a no? No, we're totally doing it. Creating useless tangents is one of my favorite things to do in stories. Great. And then Makoto's gonna go and meet the forest ogres. Oh, what are these guys like? Well, they invite Makoto into their home and they plan to poison him in dinner until he stops a lich from destroying their village. Wait, they were gonna poison him? Yeah, they like him from then on though. What's this about a lich though? Oh, well, there's this lich, right? Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, what if we make him another servant for Makoto so that we can have some diversity gender-wise? That's not generally something you do in an isekai. Well, it makes the story more original. That's also not something you generally do in an isekai. I think that time I got reincarnated as a slime has a male entourage. Well, I guess we can give it a try. We'll call him Shishiki then. And diversity hire is ticked off the list. Anyway, then some humans are gonna kill some people in the demi-plane and Makoto's gonna kill them. Oh no, who they kill? Well, they're gonna kill an orc and Tomoe's fragment, pretty much just your child. Kill them with fire! Actually, Makoto's gonna use the sacred sword of the orcs, but I like your enthusiasm. All praise to the young master! Anyway, then Makoto's gonna try and go to the academy in Ratsugard, but he uses a teleportation circle and the goddess teleports him into a giant battle between humans and demons. Wait, the humans and the demons are warring? Apparently, and so Makoto's gotta face off against Sophia the Dragon Slayer and the greater demon Mitsurugi. Oh man, how's he gonna manage to defeat someone named the Dragon Slayer? Ah, well, you're forgetting one crucial thing. What's that? Makoto's crazy overpowered. He is? He tamed a greater dragon and a disaster spider within the first 2 episodes. How did you not get that? Well, I'm sorry, I was too focused on everything else you were shoving down my throat. Well, Makoto's gonna fly up super high, make a fire arrow, and create a giant lake, and just take care of Sophia and Mitsurugi. Sounds like an epic battle indeed. Yeah, but then we find out that there are 2 other heroes that the goddess sent. What? Yeah, and then after this fight, everyone thinks the goddess sent a 3rd hero. I don't think Makoto or the goddess is gonna like that presumption. Ah, but you see, you're forgetting something. What's that? That's the end of the season, so I don't care. Wait, no, why is it over though? Because that's all he wrote. Literally, that's all I wrote. Well then, can I convince you to make me a 2nd season? No. Alright, I didn't want to have to do this, but if you make me a 2nd season, I'll actually pay you this time. Sold? Give me 2 days? Years, actually. Wait, did you say years? So, you have another fantasy that takes place on the moon for me? Yes, sir, I do, but you might want to flip that one around. Oh, so on the moon for me takes place. No, it's gonna take place on Earth, on land, with, the moon shining above you. Okay, so how's this thing gonna go? We gonna learn more about Mikoto's powers, the goddess, the dragon slayer he defeated? Oh no, we're gonna focus on an entirely new set of characters instead. Oh, I see, so it's like a reboot set in the same world but with different characters? No, these people do exist on the same temporal plane as Makoto, it's just that they were also heroes summoned by the goddess to this world. Well, where were they during season 1? Off screen, having their own season 1. So does that mean we're gonna spend like 12 episodes on each of the heroes and then they're gonna eventually come together to defeat the big bad or something? Nah, I figure we can condense 12 episodes worth of content into 2 episodes. Won't that feel kinda rushed though? We can only hope that it doesn't do that. Alright then, what can you tell me about these heroes? Well, one of them is this girl named Hibiki, and Makoto actually did know her back on Earth, and she's gotten the power to become inspirational. So essentially she just stands around giving speeches? Pretty much, yeah. Sounds kinda hard for her to actually do anything, like, really heroic. Actually, super simple. Barely an annoyance. Oh, really? Yeah, because, you know, she's got this little pet doggy dog that does, like, 90% of their fighting for her. Oh, little doggy dog! And, of course, you know, since she's a female character in a fantasy setting, all mention of having actual realistic armor protection is gonna go out the window. In fact, it's gonna look like her instructions were to wear as little clothing as possible. Well, she's a female character in a fantasy setting. It would be rude for her to wear too many clothes. And the other hero is gonna be this guy who was kind of bullied and kind of hates himself and hates the world. Oh no, why was this dude bullied so much? Because he was a model. He was a what? You know, magazines, boardwalks, malnutrition. Kind of seems like exactly the opposite of thing you would be bullied for. Oh, well, you know, I kind of tried to reinvent the wheel with this one, so the message is like, hey, you know what, everyone? Models get bullied too. You couldn't just make him a classic nerd. You just had to make him a model. Well, I mean, it's gotta be attractive, sir, or else the goddess won't take it. Oh, then make him a non-bullied model. Just a model. Alright, listen, sir, we got a lot to get through, and we can't get hung up on this. So if you would do me the favor of just kindly getting all the way away from my spine about this bullied model thing. Alright then, let me get all the way off of that thing. And then the model guy is gonna get the ability to seduce women just by looking at them, the ability to fly with his boots, and also he's completely immortal at nighttime. Wait a second, Hibiki got kinda duped with this power thing, didn't she? It's gonna feel that way for sure. And then the model dude, he's gonna meet the princess of the nation he was summoned to, and they might have kind of a thing for each other. I see, it's gonna be kind of a will they, won't they scenario. They're gonna sleep together immediately. What? This is anime though, you can't do that. You know what, actually, I didn't think you could either, but it turned out you can. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to remember that one. And then Hibiki and the model guy, they're gonna join forces to try to take back Fort Stella. And what are they gonna do when they reach this structure that is made of, I'm presumably thinking, blankets? No, it's not. It's a real stone kind of fort, and the heroes have gotta take it back from the demons. Oh, do they manage to do that? Oh, no, absolutely not, because you see, the demons, they've got this thing, this magical ring of convenience that pretty much takes away all the powers from the heroes. Oh, no! And so then that model guy, he's gonna decide he's actually late for a reservation, so he's just gonna kind of get out of there, and then Hibiki's gonna have to solo the whole demon army by herself, and that goes really, really badly. Is she at least alright, though? Oh, I mean, I assume she's alright, but it doesn't matter now, because it's time to get back to Makoto. Oh, yeah, the main character of this whole show, right, what's he up to? Well, he's just arrived in Rotsugard, which is like the Academy City, where the Academy is. Well, okay, cool. But then it turns out he's actually not registered to take the student entrance exam, he's registered for the teacher's entrance exam. What, how does a mistake that monumental happen in the first place? What convenience. There's no arguing with that one. And so then he decides to take the teacher's exam, right? Well, what was the test? Alright, so there are these balls, right? Okay. And you have to tap the balls until they run out of energy and drop. Yeah, you gotta drop those balls. But Makoto, he's just too good at the ball game, so he keeps on popping these balls. The great ball popper indeed. But in the end, he manages to nudge the balls just right so that he can collect them. I see. Hit the ball just right so that it whoa, what kind of balls are we talking about here? Oh, you know, various floating magical balls of colors. Okay, cool. And so now he's a teacher, and he's got students he's gotta teach, and two of those students are people he previously saved from an evil curse. Really? They sound interesting. What can you tell me about them? One is tall and one is short, and other than that, there's absolutely no difference between them. Just how I like my maids. What? And then we're gonna meet the guild master Ludo, and it turns out he's actually the greatest of all great dragons. Well, why is the greatest great dragon posing as a guild master? Well, he's trying to make sure the humans, you know, go on quests, achieve glory, and some of them get eaten by monsters. Oh man, that is wow. And then he tells Makoto that there's no way he can possibly go home. Why not? Well, you know, because if he goes home, then that's the end of the show. We got no reason to keep going. Oh, yep, sorry Makoto, you're stuck in a fantasy world where we can exploit you for money. And then the town's gonna be all happy for the Academy Festival, but then the demons, they plan and curse humans in the crowd, and they turn into these giant mutant things. Why would the demons do that, though? To cause some chaos so that they can launch a coordinated attack on multiple countries while their leaders are stuck in Rotsugard. I mean, surely they let people in charge to run the country during their absences, right? Nope, there's no one else. I mean, surely the military has been preparing for eventualities such as this, especially considering the humans are at perpetual war with the demons. Unclear, but then the heads of the countries, they gotta get back there at all costs, and so Makoto's gonna actually decide to teleport them there. What? I thought his whole thing was like he didn't want the humans to know how much power he has. Isn't that kind of like a dead giveaway? Oh yeah! Whoopsie, so what's gonna happen next? And so then the goddess, she's gonna take Makoto up to her little place and be like, hey, you know what? I know we've had our differences, I may have tried to kill you twice, undermined you in crazy numerous uncountable ways, but could you also just like do me a favor and, you know, save the humans for me? Oh, this is it, isn't it? The long-awaited awaited meeting. Is he finally gonna tell her what he thinks of her to her face and refuse to help? Nah, he decides to help her in exchange for getting the ability to talk to humans again. Oh, the expectations of the whole series narrative being subverted are lit. Indeed, and then he's gonna drop in on Hibiki in a Gundam suit. Oh, what kind of suit? You know, a Gundam, kind of like a Power Rangers kind of deal. So Makoto's gonna drop down onto Earth in a robotic suit, and presumably the people of Earth will have no clue what it's a reference to. So why on earth would he ever do that? Because, he needs to hide his identity. He can't have people knowing who he is. Could he just wear a mask? I mean, why is the giant robot suit necessary? Because this way we can sell action figures in the Gundam section, and for no other reason. That is a historically difficult section to get figurines in, for sure. And then Makoto, he's gonna fight Sophia the Dragon Slayer and Mitsurugi again. So the giant big final fight of the season is the same people fighting for the same reasons on the same side of the conflict as the previous season. Yes, sir, it is. I see no problems with that at all. Good, because it's gonna end exactly the same way, pretty much. Except this time, Sophia and Mitsurugi, they're dead for good. But it is a preferred state of aliveness towards villains, for sure. In Makoto's camp, they're gonna have a big old party to celebrate. Well, why is everyone celebrating? I mean, Makoto did most of the work. Because it's the end of the season, we've gotta have a massive party to celebrate. That is just kind of a rule. Are they celebrating the fact that at least 3 countries are set on fire? Or the fact that Makoto had to make a dangerous deal with the goddess who's been nothing but unkind to him? Or the fact that he had to save people he didn't even really like? So they're gonna have a massive party to celebrate the fact that Makoto can now talk to humans. Aren't they all demi-humans? They could already understand him anyway. Hey, shut up. And so then Makoto's gonna decide to give Tomoe, Mio, and Shiki all his family names, so they're all like family now. Oh, that's sweet, I guess, but in another way of looking at it, couldn't that technically mean that he kind of married all 3 of them? No, because, just no. That works. Anyways, though, what did you think? It's okay, I guess. It's just missing something. It is, isn't. What key ingredient are we missing? Oh, you know what it is? We've got to do that thing. That thing we do where we create a completely subjective list of characters and rank them in terms of their strength as if that were a way to perpetuate interest towards the project. Gotcha, okay, yeah, I'll make one of those. So, you have an anime for me? Yes, sir, I do, and it's called Rising of the Shield Hero. Oh, so who is this guy and why is he gonna rise? Well, he's this guy Naofumi. He gets teleported to another world and is given the title of the Shield Hero. Nice. One little thing, though. Can he maybe not be the Shield Hero? What? It's just that of all the weapons you could have picked, why'd you pick the most boring one? Because. Fair enough. So there are gonna be these 3 other heroes, the sword, bow, and spear heroes, right? Oh, some more interesting customization options do exist. But pretty soon you realize that these guys are just completely incompetent and selfish in every way. What? Yeah, and also no one in the kingdom actually likes Naofumi. What'd he do to them? Well, they don't hate him, they just hate the idea of the shield hero. Okay, well, why is that? Unclear, but then there's this princess girl who's like, I'll join your party. I see, so she's his love interest, right? I can see how you might think that. Yeah. So then she's gonna steal all his money items and then tell everyone that Naofumi touched her without consent. I'm sorry, what did you just say? So there's a nice princess, right? Okay. And she's actually an evil princess. Okay. And she tells everyone that Naofumi did stuff that he shouldn't have. And he didn't, right? Absolutely not. Kill her. What? Kill her now. I kind of actually have a plan for where this is gonna go. Does it end up with her head on the chopping block? It might. Alright, then what happens next? Well, Naofumi's gonna set out on a journey to rebuild his reputation, right? Fair enough. And he's gonna buy a slave girl called Raptalia, who's half human, half raccoon. I'm sorry, did you just say slave? I did, sir. So in short, you've got 3 very self-centered here on one who is forced to resort to some very non-heroic methods. That is correct. Is any part of this isekai happy and funny? Well, eventually Naofumi's gonna have to fight the waves, right? What are those? Like giant disasters that the heroes were summoned to fight. Okay. And the heroes defeat the first wave, but then the spear hero challenges Naofumi to a duel and the evil princess cheats. And that's funny. Wait for it. And then Naofumi's gonna get a bird to ride on and challenge the spear hero to a race after he levies a heavy tax on a village. This has gone from infuriating to slightly inspiring all the way back to boring, but it's really not fun. And then the spear hero's gonna fall off his bird. Sir? Sorry, I'm usually laughing way more by now, so it just kind of all came spilling out. So was it worth the wait? Not at all. What happens next? So Naofumi's gonna meet this other princess, Melty, right? Great, another evil princess. Actually, this one's the good princess. Oh, in that case, she sounds great. Yeah, so the second wave's gonna hit and all the heroes are just arguing with each other. Okay. Then this girl Glass is gonna show up. Ooh, what's she like? She's probably nice, but for now she's evil. Evil Glass. You got it, sir. And so Naofumi's gonna fight her and reveal that he's actually way stronger than the other hero. Why is that? Because struggle builds character or something. I don't know. That works. So after that, the kingdom's gonna make everyone think that Naofumi kidnapped Melty and put a bounty on his head. Oh no, how's he gonna evade the entire kingdom's forces, not to mention 3 cardinal heroes? Very easily. Oh, okay. Then Naofumi's gonna realize that something's not quite right because of reasons, so he tells the sword hero to investigate the church. Is he on good terms with the sword hero? Not really, but the bow and sword hero listen and they die in an explosion. No, they don't. No, they don't. And so then after Naofumi meets with the current bird queen, who may or may not have been raised by the past shield hero. Sounds like a very interesting story. Are you gonna explain any of it at all? Not really, no. Oh, so then after talking to the bird queen, Naofumi's gonna try to talk things out with the spear hero, but then he thinks that Naofumi killed the bow and sword hero. Hey, I've been meaning to ask, what are these other 3 heroes' names? Yeah, I guess they don't really have a name. Do you want to give them names? Not really. Okay. And so then it's revealed that the 3 heroes church thinks that the 4 heroes are unworthy and need to die. Why? Because you got about one more because pass in you before you actually have to start thinking these things through. Noted. And the Pope is going to bring out a mega weapon, right? Alright, this sounds good. And he's going to kill them all. No, he's not. Yeah, no, not at all, actually. The 4 heroes are going to work together to defeat him. Well, that sounds like a good ending to the season. Oh, no, not quite yet. What? Yeah, so the queen is going to return and just absolutely clean house. Oh, great. What's she going to clean up? She's going to put that evil princess on a tribunal and make her admit that she made up everything in front of the whole kingdom. Yes, yes, yes! The king's also gonna get removed because of his obvious prejudice towards the shield hero. Oh, yeah! They're both gonna have their heads put on the chopping block. The prophecy has come true! And Naofumi's gonna save them. What? Yeah, he's gonna decide that they just don't need to die. They need to die. Do they really, though? Death to all! Whoa, whoa, sir, calm down. Sorry, lost control there for a second. So what is it you want to do? Just make them change their names to something super embarrassing. And so everyone's gonna go to an island to relax. Sounds relaxing. Yeah, we're gonna meet these guys Lark and Threes, who are nice, however they're kind of strange. Are they bad guys? No, maybe. Why did you say maybe? And so everyone's gonna do some leveling up, right? Oh, cool, I like leveling. The wave is gonna hit. Of course it is. And so everyone's gonna fight it, right? Okay. And then Glass is gonna show up again. Or a rematch. And then we find out that Lark and Threes are working with Glass. Call it, give me $5. This wasn't a bet. Fine, I'll just deduct it from your paycheck. What? So does Naofumi kill them all? Kind of, he sends them back home. Where's that? In season 2. Ah, very well then. So what did you think? Honestly, it was rather quite epic. So can I expect a season 2? You know what? If season 2 is half as good as this, you will probably get greenlit. Half as good. Okay, got it. Wait, no. I did not actually mean. So, you have a Shield Hero Season 2 for me? Yes, sir, I do. And you know how you said it to make it half as good? That's not what I said. So I kind of decided to take that to heart, and everything in here is exactly half as good as the first season. It doesn't have to, though. Number of episodes is cut in half, the plot is half as good, and Naofumi's also cut in half. What? I'm just kidding, he's still a full Naofumi. And so what happens in this just half as good sequel? So Naofumi has a conference with the other 3 cardinal heroes and the queen, right? Okay. And she tells them they gotta work together. Makes sense, I guess. But they don't want to work together. Why not, I suppose? Because that actually doesn't work. Didn't Vittoria say she was gonna kill them if they didn't get along? Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? Did you forget about that? Totally forgot. It's probably fine. So what happens next? So this thing, the spirit tortoise, is gonna awaken, right? Oh, a very spiritual tortoise. And it's gonna destroy this whole country. It's gonna what? Yeah, just thousands of people are kind of dead. Okay, that seems kind of huge. I mean, the economic and power balance between countries is just gonna fall apart. It will never be mentioned again. Smart. And so then all these other countries assemble to fight it, right? Are the 4 heroes gonna join? Kind of. So the bow, sword, and spear heroes are gonna fight it and die. No, they're not. Yeah, no, they're not. But everyone thinks they're dead, right? Okay. And so Naofumi and Ko go with the army to take down the spirit tortoise. And how are they gonna do that? Unclear, but then this Ost-Horai girl comes up to them. Oh, who's this person? She's kind of a queen of the country that was destroyed? What do you mean, kind of queen? And she reveals that she's the familiar of the spirit tortoise, and she's been carrying out deeds in his name. Why does she do that? Because that works. And so she comes up with a plan to chop off the spirit tortoise's head, right? Oh, cool, and how do they do that? They do, in fact, do that, and then Naofumi and Ko go inside the spirit tortoise. They can do that, apparently, and then they meet Lark, Theres, and Glass again. Oh yeah, those totally not evil guys. And they're just kind of like, see you around. Okay, so then we get to the heart of the tortoise and find this guy Kyo is controlling it, right? Oh, what's this guy like? So he's from the same world as Lark, Theres, and Glass, right? Okay, and he's there controlling the spirit tortoise because reasons. And what are those reasons? They're very important and not confusing at all. That works. Then we see he's got the other 3 cardinal heroes locked up. Oh no. And then they try and fight Kyo, but he got some super strong gravity match. And how are they going to defeat such a gravity wielding foe? By realizing that gravity doesn't exist. Oh, I love doing that. Like I was on the roof the other day and I was just like, gravity's totally fake, huh? Moving on, and then Kyo escapes through a portal and Naofumi and Ko follow him. Where do they end up? In another world. No, I got that, but like, where in that world? And this place called the Infinite Labyrinth. Oh, does that mean it's like a maze that goes on forever? No, I mean, it's really just one island. What's infinite about that? Not really anything, actually. Okay, well, what do they do in this very not infinite labyrinth place? They meet the hunting hero Kizuna. Oh, what's she like? She's 18 and she looks 6. Anything else? Not really, no, and so then Naofumi figures a way to get out of the Infinite Labyrinth. How does he manage that? Because he's a gamer or something, I don't know. Such a gamer. They end up in the country that imprisoned Kizuna, right? That seems like a bad thing. And they make it to the Dragon Hourglass, but then Raftalia doesn't teleport with them. No! Yeah, it's gonna be quite a heartbreaking moment, actually. What does Naofumi do? Well, they end up in the country that summoned Kizuna, and then they meet the boat hero. Boat hero. Yes, sir. You're really just making up heroes now, aren't you? Oh, you caught me. And so they go back to the other country to rescue Raftalia, right? Oh, right. What happened to her? Well, she was captured and put in prison with Lark, Theres, and Glass. Okay. And then they escape. Fair enough. And Raftalia becomes the katana hero. She what? Yeah, the katana vassal weapon shows her, so she's just a hero now. Doesn't it seem counterintuitive to have both the sword hero and a katana hero? Shut up. Shutting right up. And so everyone meets up and Lark apologizes to Naofumi and they're all friends now. I'm happy. Also kind of wondering if they're not fighting those guys, then what's the real danger of the waves? The what? The thing the heroes were summoned to fight. Oh yeah, those things. I totally didn't forget about those things. Well, they're kind of central to the show. Can you add them back in? Sure, what if I say Kyo's master plan is to make a wave for literally no reason at all? That works. And so the final battle between Kyo and Naofumi is gonna happen, right? Oh, and do they defeat him? Like, stupid easily. Nice. Like, there's not even any level of tension at all. You wanna maybe load some tension in there? Well, yeah, no, not really. Alrighty then. And so then Naofumi gets teleported home, everyone's happy, end of season. What do you think? Well, you weren't lying about this being half as good as the last one. Did you think I was? I mean, you were lying about the cost of the Lamborghini you bought me. It was way more expensive than I thought. I never bought you a Lamborghini. Hey, is that why 10% of my paycheck goes to producers' well-being? Yeah, and I gotta say, my well-being is looking pretty good cruising at 90 miles per hour on the freeway. Glossing over just all the things wrong with that sentence. What about the show? The show! Oh yeah, it's good. Really? Yeah, so long as we coast off season 1 success, we can afford at least one crap season. Just make sure you fix it for season 3. What do you have in mind? Make them kill a dragon or something. Got it. Kill everyone with a dragon. Listen here, you little... So, you have an anime for me? Yes, sir, I do, and it's called Rising of the Shield Hero. Oh, so who is this guy, and why is he gonna rise? Well, he's this guy Naofumi. He gets teleported to another world and is given the title of the Shield Hero. Nice. One little thing, though. Can he maybe not be the Shield Hero? What? It's just that of all the weapons you could have picked, like, why'd you pick the most boring one? Because. Fair enough. So there are gonna be these 3 other heroes, the sword, bow, and spear heroes, right? Oh, some more interesting customization options do exist. But pretty soon you realize that these guys are just completely incompetent and selfish in every way. What? Yeah, and also no one in the kingdom actually likes Naofumi. What'd he do to them? Well, they don't hate him, they just hate the idea of the shield hero. Okay, well, why is that? Unclear, but then there's this princess girl who's like, I'll join your party. I see, so she's his love interest, right? I can see how you might think that. Yeah. So then she's gonna steal all his money items and then tell everyone that Naofumi touched her without consent. I'm sorry, what did you just say? So there's a nice princess, right? Okay. And she's actually an evil princess. Okay. And she tells everyone that Naofumi did stuff that he shouldn't have. And he didn't, right? Absolutely not. Kill her. What? Kill her now. You know, I kind of actually have a plan for where this is gonna go. Does it end up with her head on the chopping block? It might. Alright, then what happens next? Well, Naofumi's gonna set out on a journey to rebuild his reputation, right? Fair enough. And he's gonna buy a slave girl called Raptalia, who's half human, half raccoon. I'm sorry, did you just say slave? I did, sir. So in short, you've got 3 very self-centered here on one who is forced to resort to some very non-heroic methods. That is correct. Is any part of this isekai happy and funny? Well, eventually Naofumi's gonna have to fight the waves, right? What are those? Like giant disasters that the heroes were summoned to fight. Okay. And the heroes defeat the first wave, but then the spear hero challenges Naofumi to a duel and the evil princess cheats. And that's funny. Wait for it. And then Naofumi's gonna get a bird to ride on and challenge the spear hero to a race after he levies a heavy tax on a village. This has gone from infuriating to slightly inspiring all the way back to boring, but it's really not fun. And then the spear hero's gonna fall off his bird. Sir? Sorry, I'm usually laughing way more by now, so it just kind of all came spilling out. So was it worth the wait? Not at all. What happens next? So Naofumi's gonna meet this other princess, Melty, right? Great, another evil princess. Actually, this one's the good princess. Oh, in that case, she sounds great. Yeah, so the second wave's gonna hit and all the heroes are just arguing with each other. Okay. Then this girl Glass is gonna show up. Ooh, what's she like? She's probably nice, but for now she's evil. Evil Glass. You got it, sir. And so Naofumi's gonna fight her and reveal that he's actually way stronger than the other hero. Why is that? Because struggle builds character or something. I don't know. That works. So after that, the kingdom's gonna make everyone think that Naofumi kidnapped Melty and put a bounty on his head. Oh no, how's he gonna evade the entire kingdom's forces, not to mention 3 cardinal heroes? Very easily. Oh, okay. Then Naofumi's gonna realize that something's not quite right because of reasons, so he tells the sword hero to investigate the church. Is he on good terms with the sword hero? Not really, but the bow and sword hero listen and they die in an explosion. No, they don't. No, they don't. And so then after Naofumi meets with the current bird queen, who may or may not have been raised by the past shield hero. Sounds like a very interesting story. Are you gonna explain any of it at all? Not really, no. Oh, so then after talking to the bird queen, Naofumi's gonna try to talk things out with the spear hero, but then he thinks that Naofumi killed the bow and sword hero. Hey, I've been meaning to ask, what are these other 3 heroes' names? Yeah, I guess they don't really have a name. Do you want to give them names? Not really. Okay. So then it's revealed that the 3 heroes' church thinks that the 4 heroes are unworthy and need to die. Why? Because you got about one more because pass in you before you actually have to start thinking these things through. Noted. And the Pope is going to bring out a mega weapon, right? Alright, this sounds good. And he's going to kill them all. No, he's not. Yeah, no, not at all, actually. The 4 heroes are going to work together to defeat him. Well, that sounds like a good ending to the season. Oh, no, not quite yet. What? Yeah, so the queen is going to return and just absolutely clean house. Oh, great. What's she going to clean up? She's going to put that evil princess on a tribunal and make her admit that she made up every everything in front of the whole kingdom. Yes, yes, yes! The king's also gonna get removed because of his obvious prejudice towards the shield hero. Oh, yeah! They're both gonna have their heads put on the chopping block. The prophecy has come true! Then Naofumi's gonna save them. What? Yeah, he's gonna decide that they just don't need to die. They need to die. Do they really, though? Death to all! Whoa, whoa, sir, calm down. Sorry, lost control there for a second. So what is it you want to do? Just make them change their names to something super embarrassing. And so everyone's gonna go to an island to relax. Sounds relaxing. Yeah, we're gonna meet these guys Lark and Threes, who are nice, however they're kind of strange. Are they bad guys? No, maybe. Why'd you say maybe? And so everyone's gonna do some leveling up, right? Oh, cool, I like leveling. The wave is gonna hit. Of course it is. And so everyone's gonna fight it, right? Okay. And then Glass is gonna show up again. Or a rematch. And then we find out that Lark and Threes are working with Glass. Call it, give me $5. This wasn't a bet. Fine, I'll just deduct it from your paycheck. What? So does Naofumi kill them all? Kind of, he sends them back home. Where's that? In season 2. Ah, very well then. So what did you think? Honestly, it was rather quite epic. So can I expect a season 2? You know what? If season 2 is half as good as this, you will probably get greenlit. Half as good. Okay, got it. Wait, no. I did not actually mean... So, you have a Shield Hero Season 2 for me? Yes, sir, I do. And you know how you said it to make it half as good? That's not what I said. So I kind of decided to take that to heart, and everything in here is exactly half as good as the first season. It doesn't have to, though. The number of episodes is cut in half, the plot is half as good, and Naofumi's also cut in half. What? I'm just kidding, he's still a full Naofumi. And so what happens in this just half as good sequel? So Naofumi has a conference with the other 3 cardinal heroes and the queen, right? Okay. And she tells them they gotta work together. Makes sense, I guess. But they don't want to work together. Why not, I suppose? Because that actually doesn't work. Didn't Vittoria say she was gonna kill them if they didn't get along? Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? Did you forget about that? Totally forgot. It's probably fine. So what happens next? So this thing, the spirit tortoise, is gonna awaken, right? Oh, a very spiritual tortoise. And it's gonna destroy this whole country. It's gonna what? Yeah, just thousands of people are kind of dead. Okay, that seems kind of huge. I mean, the economic and power balance between countries is just gonna fall apart. It will never be mentioned again. Smart. And so then all these other countries assemble to fight it, right? Are the 4 heroes gonna join? Kind of. So the bow, sword, and spear heroes are gonna fight it and die. No, they're not. Yeah, no, they're not. But everyone thinks they're dead, right? Okay. And so Naofumi and Ko go with the army to take down the spirit tortoise. And how are they gonna do that? Unclear, but then this Ost-Horai girl comes up to them. Oh, who's this person? She's kind of a queen of the country that was destroyed? What do you mean, kind of queen? And she reveals that she's the familiar of the spirit tortoise, and she's been carrying out deeds in his name. Why does she do that? Because that works. And so she comes up with a plan to chop off the spirit tortoise's head, right? Oh, cool, and how do they do that? They do, in fact, do that, and then Naofumi and Ko go inside the spirit tortoise. They can do that, apparently, and then they meet Lark, Theres, and Glass again. Oh yeah, those totally not evil guys. And they're just kind of like, see you around. Okay. So then we get to the heart of the tortoise and find this guy Kyo is controlling it, right? Oh, what's this guy like? So he's from the same world as Lark, Theres, and Glass, right? Okay. And he's there controlling the spirit tortoise because... reasons. And what are those reasons? They're very important and not confusing at all. That works. Then we see he's got the other 3 cardinal heroes locked up. Oh no. And then they try and fight Kyo, but he got some super strong gravity match. And how are they going to defeat such a gravity wielding foe? By realizing that gravity doesn't exist. Oh, I love doing that. Like I was on the roof the other day and I was just like, gravity's totally fake, huh? Moving on, and then Kyo escapes through a portal and Naofumi and Ko follow him. Where do they end up? In another world. No, I got that, but like, where in that world? In this place called the Infinite Labyrinth. Oh, does that mean it's like a maze that goes on forever? No, I mean, it's really just one island. What's infinite about that? Not really anything, actually. Okay, well, what do they do in this very not infinite labyrinth place? They meet the hunting hero Kizuna. Oh, what's she like? She's 18 and she looks 6. Anything else? Not really, no, and so then Naofumi figures a way to get out of the Infinite Labyrinth. How does he manage that? Because he's a gamer or something, I don't know. Such a gamer. They end up in the country that imprisoned Kizuna, right? That seems like a bad thing. And they make it to the Dragon Hourglass, but then Raftalia doesn't teleport with them. No! Yeah, it's gonna be quite a heartbreaking moment, actually. What does Naofumi do? Well, they end up in the country that summoned Kizuna, and then they meet the boat hero. Boat hero. Yes, sir. You're really just making up heroes now, aren't you? Oh, you caught me. And so they go back to the other country to rescue Raftalia, right? Oh, right. What happened to her? Well, she was captured and put in prison with Lark, Theres, and Glass. Okay. And then they escape. Fair enough. And Raftalia becomes the katana hero. She what? Yeah, the katana vassal weapon shows her, so she's just a hero now. Doesn't it seem counterintuitive to have both the sword hero and a katana hero? Shut up. Shutting right up. And so everyone meets up and Lark apologizes to Naofumi and they're all friends now. I'm happy. Also kind of wondering if they're not fighting those guys, then what's the real danger of the waves? The what? The thing the heroes were summoned to fight. Oh yeah, those things. I totally didn't forget about those things. Well, they're kind of central to the show. Can you add them back in? Sure, what if I say Kyo's master plan is to make a wave for literally no reason at all? That works. And so the final battle between Kyo and Naofumi is gonna happen, right? Oh, and do they defeat him? Like, stupid easily. Nice. Like, there's not even any level of tension at all. You wanna maybe load some tension in there? Well, yeah, no, not really. Alrighty then. And so then Naofumi gets teleported home, everyone's happy, end of season. What do you think? Well, you weren't lying about this being half as good as the last one. Did you think I was? I mean, you were lying about the cost of the Lamborghini you bought me. It was way more expensive than I thought. I never bought you a Lamborghini. Hey, is that why 10% of my paycheck goes to producers' well-being? Yeah, and I gotta say, my well-being is looking pretty good cruising at 90 miles per hour on the freeway. Glossing over just all the things wrong with that sentence. What about the show? The show! Oh yeah, it's good. Really? Yeah, so long as we coast off season 1's success, we can afford at least one crap season. Just make sure you fix it for season 3. What do you have in mind? Make them kill a dragon or something. Got it. Kill everyone with a dragon. Listen here, you little... So, you have a new Shield Hero sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. And you know, for some reason, people didn't really like the last one, and I think I know why. Is it maybe because you decided to take 24 episodes of content and put it into 12 episodes, and then you also decided you were done with all character development? Oh, and there was that other part about you forgoing the entire main plotline of the story. No, it's because the evil princess wasn't in it. Oh, that sounds like an easy solution. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, so in this one, the evil princess is back, and she's up to some nefarious stuff. What kind of nefarious stuff? Oh, just the absolute most unclear evil of intention. What, she's like the main villain for the whole season and we don't even end up finding out her plan? I mean, what is it, like a 12-episode season? Yes. Alright, yeah, I know it's kind of short, but what if I were to tell you that there's gonna be a lot of new characters to get to know? Are we gonna actually get to know these characters on an emotional level, or are we just gonna spend like half an episode with them and then they just become part of Naofumi's entourage? It's definitely, one of those things for sure. And so anyway, the Naofumi, Raphtalia, and Philo, they're in these fighting pits, right? Why are they there, though? To wrap up a season 1 plotline that we completely forgot about. Did Reddit point out a mistake of yours again? You bet, and there they're gonna meet this lady called Sardine. What, like a sardine? No, this lady can like transform into an orca at will, and she used to know Raphtalia's parents and be like the guard for her village. But why wasn't she there when the wave came and Raphtalia was sold into slavery? So that the show can happen. Right, you know, that makes sense actually. And then after they smack the crap out of her, she decides to join them, right? Why though? So that she can occasionally get drunk and be a living lore dumpster. You gotta have one of those on your team for sure. I'm also gonna meet this girl who's like the scissors hero, and she's from an alternate dimension that's kind of collapsed in on itself and no longer exists, right? Oh, my dude, you might be in the wrong offices right now. This is for Shield Hero. Wait a second. Oh no, yeah, sorry. That page was actually from a different script. I'll take that out of there. Wait a second. You know what? Leave it in. You want me to leave in a whole set of characters and a whole plotline that absolutely has nothing to do with the current story that we're originally telling? Yes. Good, because I am A-okay with that. I mean, who wants to remove a single piece of paper anyway? So what's gonna happen next? We got more season 1 storylines we gotta wrap up. What? Alright, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna catch up with the Spear Hero, right? Oh, what's he up to? Well, he's looking for the evil princess because she abandoned him after, you know, the Spear Taurus incident. Why did she do that? Oh, well, because I'm not sure if you remember, sir, but we're talking about the evil princess here, and she is what's the word I'm looking for? The worst in the world. Right, forgot about that. And so then after a little skirmish and Philo doing a little singing and dancing on top of a bar. What? We're gonna move on to the Sword Hero, right? Oh, and what's this other same but different hero up to? Falling for the same gimmick that both Naofumi and the Spear Hero fell for. You mean the evil princess? Yep, and this time she steals his money much quicker than all the previous times. Oh, this was the fastest one yet. Yeah, she's getting pretty good at, you know, betraying very gullible heroes. Yeah. So what's the Sword Hero decide to do in response? Oh, he's just gonna act like a TNT minecart and go like all the way off the rails. Oh no! For about 5 minutes, and then he's all fine. He's actually part of Naofumi's squad now. Oh, so did you just make one of the other 3 cardinal heroes part of Naofumi's entourage? Until I can think of something else to do with him, yeah. Okay, alright, so if we've got the Spear Hero and the Sword Hero, we're gonna move on to the Bow Hero next? Oh, eventually, but we're gonna get back to clearing up some other plot lines from season 1. Kinda seems like we're doing a lot of that for, you know, a 3rd season. Oh, for sure we are, but that doesn't matter at all, because guess what? Naofumi, he's gonna get his very own dragon. Oh, he does. Yeah, and by sheer coincidence, I mean plot convenience, this dragon's gonna eat the core of the Emperor Dragon from the alternate world and then kind of mutate into the Emperor Dragon reborn again. And then somehow that dragon that the Sword Hero killed is gonna be inside Naofumi, and it's gonna go into this other dragon, and we kinda get like a 3-for-1 deal with the dragon. Also turns out that that first dragon actually has a daughter named Windy. Okay, is there anything in the season that does not have its roots in a previous season? Yes, there is at least one thing in this. Is it coming soon? Oh, no, not at all. Dang! And so then Naofumi is gonna manage to defeat the Emperor Dragon and manage to get his dragon out of the Emperor Dragon's course, but then it turns out that that first dragon that the Sword Hero killed is actually possessing Naofumi's dragon, and he's trying to keep his identity secret so that his daughter can learn to grow up without him. Okay, glossing over whatever nonsense all that was, are you saying that the dragon the Sword Hero killed is currently possessing Naofumi's personal dragon? Yeah, I guess I am. Pretty cool, right? It's actually a terrifying moment. Essentially, one dragon was mentally murdered by another dragon. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's so sweet. If you say so, I guess? Yeah, I do. And guess what? Now it's actually time for the bow hero. What's he up to? Well, the evil princess is gonna pull the same trick on him that she pulled on literally all the other heroes. You mean the one where she says the previous hero did unspeakable things to her, and that the one she's talking to is like the true hero or something? Yep, that's it. The very same. You'd think after going through like 2 or 3 heroes, they might eventually find out that, hey, something's wrong with this girl. You'd think so, but even with all the other heroes kind of coming to the bow hero and being like, she's evil, he's like, nah, I'm right, you guys are wrong, no way. Okay, you know what? It's at this point that I gotta ask, why do we need to bother saving these heroes? They seem like terrible people. Because the heroes need to come together, or the Philolia Queen's gonna kill them, also good old-fashioned friendship, defeating maybe something like a phoenix. I'm not sure, it's kind of unclear. That's the only kind of clarity I know how to work with. Cool, and then Risha's gonna use the power of love or something and manage to defeat the bow hero in single combat, and he's all good now. Wait, and he's just forgiven for all of his crimes? Yeah, just like that. It's kind of magical, you know, what being a hero will let you get away with legally. Wait, so if I get beaten up by a girl, does that then mean my tax fraud case gets dropped? I gotta go test this. Wait, hey, that's not a universal rule, don't do that! Oh, he's gone.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, so that didn't work, no. Yeah, I would have been more surprised if it had, actually. Alright, anyway, what happens in this thing? Well, Naofumi is gonna create a Miko outfit for Raftalia, fitting her status as the Katano hero. Oh, well, that's nice. And then it turns out that Raftalia is actually a branch of a royal family on this little tiny island, and by wearing that Miko outfit, she's declaring herself in line for the succession even though there's already an empress? That is just a lot of information out of left field. That is kind of the idea, and so then Naofumi, he's gonna fly over to the island on his dragon to try to talk some sense to them, and we got an epic music score playing, and then that's the end of the season. Yeah. Isn't that kind of like a massive cliffhanger, though? Oh, absolutely, but this way, you know, we can actually focus on character development. yeah, that is a good one. yeah. I wasn't actually joking, though. Oh, yeah. What did you say? Hey there, it's Anime Pitch Meeting. Hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, then click over here, because there'll be something similar to watch, and if not, then, well, click anyway. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!